This is Jeff McGovern, the Pest Coach. In this episode of aero-pro Shop Talk, we're going to be speaking with Roy Souterquist as he goes over some of the issues that could occur with the aero-pro Proline sprayer.
Good morning. Today we're with aero-pro USA talking about the Proline sprayer. Some of the issues that come along with the Proline sprayer is the difficulty of them holding the compressed air. That could fall into two categories. One being the wand. Get some soapy water and spray and see if you can find where it's bubbling and possibly leaking. There's gaskets in here. There's a gasket behind the tip. There's packing in here. If it's leaking through the packing, you can adjust the packing with a 10mm wrench. If you tighten it too much, it will slow down the release of the trigger. So you just back it back off so the trigger works fine. Narrow down where within the wand you have your leak from, and then replace it with the appropriate parts to stop the leak. The next aspect, if your compressed sprayer is not holding the compressed air, will be within your tank. So first you want to get your bottle of soapy water and spray around your three connections. Your pressure relief valve, make sure there's no bubbles coming out of here. There is a gasket in there. Make sure that's snugged on. Same with the hose. Make sure that the hose is snugged on and there's no bubbles coming out of there. And third would be your pressure gauge. Make sure that no bubbles are coming there. There is a gasket under here as well. You've gone through that, it's still not holding air, and there's no bubbles coming out. So you want to take off your cap and check to make sure that your tank top O-ring is in good shape and greased. If it's missing, many times it's within the tank. If there's solution in the tank, it's not going to float, it's going to sink to the bottom. You're going to have to check to see if it's at the bottom. If it is, take it out, clean it off, put it on, and grease it accordingly. This one, well, this is working. This tank top O-ring is on here and in good shape and greased. Your pump cylinder, look, this one is loose. If this pump cylinder is loose, it lets air out, so it pumps the air right back into the tank and it doesn't create a compressed system. So you have to tighten this hand tight to make sure that it's going to pump the air through and not push and pull when you pump. The last thing is your check valve. Check your check valve that it's in good shape. It is in there very firmly. If you pick at it and it doesn't pop off, it should be in good shape. Go through that procedure. That should solve your compressed air leakage problem within your Proline sprayer.
Roy, thank you so much for that information that's going to keep our sprayers operating in the field. And folks, thank you so much for watching the latest episode of aero-pro Shop Talk.